I felt like everything that happened yesterday was like a dream. I was like, did Madrid really just lose 5-1 to Arsenal in the Champions League, in the quarterfinals of the Champions League? You know, like it was quite embarrassing. Real Madrid's display. I give full credit to Arsenal in the first leg. They were amazing. They were the better team, but they won that game in my eyes mainly because of Declan Rice. The second game, Arsenal were amazing. Defensively, attacking, and they were super threats. They played the perfect game with them having 3 goals to their advantage. And try as Madrid did, you know, like the first 20 minutes, for example, the intensity was high from Real Madrid, you know. Vini, Mbappe, Bellingham, you know, everybody running for once, you know. So the intensity from the start was there, you know, they were pumped, and it was like, okay, why does it take you being like 3 goals down for you to finally come out and show that intensity from the start of the game, right? So they showed the intensity, but man, the quality, the quality was not there. It was embarrassing, man. When you're seeing these top players, you know, like trying so hard, but try as they will, they could not break this Arsenal down. Arsenal, the whole match, man, were comfortable. You know, they got that early goal, which was fair. Bad decision from Asensio. You know, he's young, he's still learning. And Courtois was probably the player, the one player who played amazing for Real Madrid, like the whole game. But Courtois always performs. He always shows up, right? And then we almost got like a dodgy penalty, you know? And I wasn't too sure where it was going to swing because it was taking a long time. On first view, for me, yeah, I'm a Real Madrid supporter, but I was literally saying like, that is not a penalty, you know? That is not a penalty. So it's good for the game that, yeah, it was not given a penalty and actually had to show, and not, yeah, I wouldn't want Madrid to get the upper hand like that, you know? I want this team to show that they're the best team in the world because they have the best players and they play the best system and they work well together, right? Not from a dodgy penalty. I want them to win fairly and I want them to dominate. And they couldn't. they couldn't break Arsenal down. Arsenal have an amazing defense. We all know that, right? From the Premier League and everything. And you know, you buy all these players like and with the sole purpose of being able to break down teams like this, and they couldn't do it. And I think the main thing is actually the man in charge, Ancelotti. You know, he's not trying anything new. You know, he's not trying. We don't have tactics. We don't have a strategy, and you can't do this with these players. Like back a few years ago, it was fine when we had like Modric at the top of his game. You know. When we had Kroos, when we had Benzema, even before that, you know, when he had Cristiano, when he had all these players, right, Casemiro. It's fine to send them out there with just the basics and not that much information because they were experienced, seasoned, you know, professionals, you know, and they're a lot later on in their journey, right? But these guys are still kids. They're still learning. They're still developing. They need that direction. And we need to be getting that from Ancelotti, and we're not getting that, right? So the decision he made for the starting 11, Alaba again at left back. Yeah, man, like he suffered. He suffered again. The first game I thought was a little bit okay. Third game, man, he suffered. Saka had him the whole game. Like I admit it, Saka had him. But at the same time, man, Alaba's he's still recovering from his injury, and he may never get to the level he was before. So we'll see how it is for next season with Alaba and the rest of our defense coming back, right? So the main thing you have to also take into consideration that Madrid don't have a defense. You know, we don't have Carvajal. We haven't had Militao for 2 years. For 2 years, the best defender in the world, or one of the best defenders in the world. We haven't had him for 2 years. Then we lost Alaba as well, and then Mendy is not when he is fit, which is somewhat rare. You know, he's not at the same caliber he was when he first came into Madrid. the beginning stages. So we really don't have a defense, and you could actually see that a little bit yesterday. That they did try to push forward and they did try to create something, but we were so vulnerable in the back. It was crazy, so vulnerable. It's crazy. And if you think back like 2, 3, 4 seasons ago, man, like we would leave like literally 2, 3 defenders, 2, 3 people at the back, and we will be able to defend with those defenders. It was Militao, it was Alaba, and maybe you would have like what Carvajal or something, right? Or maybe Valverde chipping in, or Casemiro, or there was always like 3 people, and that's why, like for example, as a central defender, like for Madrid, it is one of the toughest jobs because you are left there isolated, alone, and you have to win the ball, you know. But now, like with Asensio, he's still learning his journey. Rudiger, he's just not. He's not there when we need him, you know? Like balls are coming in. I was really amazed. Like, well, I'm not amazed anymore because I know it from Rudiger. It's like Arsenal just hoof a ball up front, and somehow it's on Saka's feet. You know, somehow it's on Martinelli's feet, and I'm like, where's our defense? Why is our defense not challenging the ball? If we try to hoof the ball over, then Mbappe's not getting it. Bellingham's not getting it, you know, because their defense is there. They're winning the aerial duels. But, you know, Madrid, when they don't win the aerial duels, you know. So I think there's too many things about this team that are just not working at the moment. And I think with this result and also the way we went out of it as well, I think it's time for Ancelotti to step down and for us to get ready for next season. With a new manager, because it's not going to be, we don't need that many changes. We just need a few changes like here and there. Defense is going to be really important next season. But yeah, I'm not too sure what they're going to do. They have to I think they're going to wait and see how things develop with the injured players that are coming back. And then maybe get 1 or 2 players, you know, who fit the bill, who are coming in, right? Trent, and yeah, there's noise of like Housen from Bournemouth. But yeah, man, like the better team won, and yeah, I think that should always be the case. The best team should win, and Arsenal did win. So they were the better team on both legs. Madrid scored 1 lucky, fluky goal. You know, 20, 30 minutes into the game, I was like, okay, the only way Madrid are going to score is if somebody in Arsenal's team makes a mistake, or if we get some dodgy penalty, because I did not see any one of those players doing anything, you know, to win the game. You know, yeah, maybe, okay, I could have seen like, okay, somebody just doing like, we just needed 1 goal, man. 1 goal, 1 wonder strike, and it would have turned things on its head, right? Would have put doubts in Arsenal, and then Madrid players would have started to believe a little bit more. But yeah, I think if we're really talking about like the tactics, man, we're going into every single game without tactics. Our players don't know it seems like they don't know what they're meant to do. The midfield, we don't have a midfield. The 2 games we played against Arsenal, we didn't have a midfield. You know, this game, Bellingham, compared to other games, was a little bit deeper. So actually helping out with the play a little bit, which we need, right? Valverde was playing anchor again, you know, playing quarterback, where he just stays at the back and he's not permitted to pass by, is to go forward, you know, to pass a certain point, you know, and that's not how we can get the best out of Valverde. Valverde is a box-to-box midfielder. He needs that freedom, but he has to cover for our defense, you know, which is a shambles right now, right? So midfield to Tchouaméni. I'm not even sure if he was playing yesterday. Like, I didn't see him on the ball. I didn't see him making important tackles. I didn't see him involved. Like, I didn't see the players like taking responsibility, saying, I am the best player in the world. I am gonna do this for Madrid. I'm gonna win the game for Madrid. I didn't see that. I didn't see that at all. So I think there's some changes that are gonna happen in the coming months. I do think now with Ancelotti losing this, he won't be there next season. So the Copa del Rey is going to be a tough one against Barcelona. They've already embarrassed us twice already this season. So that's going to be a tough one. And then the league in general, I think, is Barcelona's. So we we might end up with no trophies this season. So yeah, that's something that means Ancelotti is definitely gone, you know. But yeah, just looking at the players again, like yeah, I think these players are better than what they showed last night. And at the same time, that game really shows you that this is a team sport, right? It's a team sport. You need to have a good chemistry with the players you're playing with. You need to have a good system, have good tactics, have a game plan, have all that. And Madrid at the moment, they do not have this. So anyway, Madrid will only come back bigger, stronger in the in next season. Not in the coming games, in the next season. So yeah, congratulations to Arsenal. And it's going to be interesting with the last 4 teams that are left in the Champions League. Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. So I believe it's Arsenal versus PSG and Barcelona versus Inter. So that's going to be quite interesting. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, us from Madrid fans will be watching from the sidelines. So yeah, our team won't be there this time. But we'll come back again next season. All right, guys. See you on the next review.